Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. The Razorbacks will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will get the first swing of the game. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Wide open downfield. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the horse.
So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out quickly.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. On second down, wants to throw. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Miranda. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Vanderbilt is going to walk off the field there in Nashville with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Arkansas. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well give it to him again.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got his man down the middle. Makes the catch and knocked down. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down. He has brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Going up top on 1st down. Buys a little time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Now on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Fires into the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. Now they'll run it to the right here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They feed him again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
From the gun on 3rd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws it in. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down.
He's going for it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
21, Mississippi State. 17. Return runs out of bounds.
We're down to 12 seconds to go before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. They'll need to move quickly. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incomplete.
Lost 1 deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bulldogs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
That makes the score Arkansas 28.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Return runs out of bounds.
Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Movement here from the tight end. The give to the tailback. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quick release by the QB. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Caught near the sticks. It's Lincoln. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they...
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Get a hat trick of touchdowns as a Razorback running back, and they start bringing up names like Alex Collins and Madre Hill and Darren McFadden.
How unbelievable is that? Just to be mentioned with those kind of names, that shows you what kind of day this young man's having. Running the football with authority. Arkansas fans, I can promise you, are proud of this young man.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more...
Off he goes! the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit. Make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense, this...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. This offense has a second down play. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the move, it's Miranda. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Brings up third down.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 20, he's got space. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged in the middle, it's Miranda. They'll mark him down at the 2, the excellent execution on that throw and catch. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
Now fourth and goal.
They want to throw it. Floating away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the Razorbacks will keep this drive going. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you